In 1971, the United Kingdom introduced a new era in its monetary history with the decimalization of its currency system. One of the first coins to emerge from this transformation was the 2 pence coin, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is not only a piece of currency but also a symbol of Britain's transition from the old to the modern age of money. Today, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts around the world. The year 1971 marked the official switch from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal system that is still used today. Under the old system, there were 12 pence in a shilling and 20 shillings in a pound, which made calculations complicated. The decimalization simplified this, introducing 100 new pence to 1 pound. As part of this change, the Royal Mint released new coins, including the 1/2p, 1p, and 2p coins, which replaced their pre-decimal counterparts. The 2 pence coin was made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighed 7.12 grams and measured 25.9 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse side, it proudly displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, one of the most respected sculptors of the time. This portrait, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became iconic and appeared on British coins for over 20 years. Surrounding the portrait are the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1971, which stand for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse side of the coin features the badge of the Prince of Wales, which includes a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet. Below it, a ribbon bears the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, a talented artist whose work on the decimal coinage series earned widespread admiration. The words, new pence, are inscribed at the top, and the numeral, 2, is displayed at the bottom, making the denomination clear. When the 2 pence coin was first released, it circulated widely throughout the UK and quickly became a familiar sight in everyday transactions. From buying sweets at the corner shop to paying for public transport, this coin played a vital role in the daily life of British citizens during the 1970s and 1980s. However, in 1982, an important change occurred. The inscription on the coin was altered from new pence to 2 pence, as the term new was no longer needed after more than a decade of decimal currency circulation. This makes the 1971 version historically significant. It was part of the very first issue of decimal coins, marking the dawn of a new monetary system in Britain. While millions of 2 pence coins were minted in 1971, making them relatively common, they remain collectible because they represent a key turning point in British coinage history. In circulated condition, their value is generally low, often only a few pence, but uncirculated or proof versions can be worth more to collectors. Their true value lies not just in money, but in their story, one that connects to Britain's journey from the traditional to the modern world. For coin collectors, the 1971 2 pence coin is a reminder of craftsmanship and change. It embodies a period when Britain redefined its economy and symbolized the strength of the monarchy under Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Holding one in your hand is like holding a piece of British history, bronze proof of a time when the nation took a bold step into the decimal age. Next coin. In the world of British coinage, few coins carry such everyday familiarity and quiet historical significance as the 2 pence coin. Today, we're looking closely at the 1994 2 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, a piece that might look ordinary, yet holds an intriguing story of design, heritage, and small details that connect it to the great legacy of the British monarchy. The 2 pence coin was first introduced in 1971, the year the United Kingdom transitioned to the decimal currency system. Before that, the British monetary system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, a complex system dating back centuries. When decimalization arrived, new coins like the 1 and 2 pence pieces became part of daily British life. The 1994 version of the coin carried forward this rich tradition while marking a subtle yet important phase in British minting history. On the obverse side, the front of the coin, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right. This particular design was created by Raphael Maclauff, a sculptor whose portrait of the Queen was introduced in 1985 and used on all British coins until 1997. His depiction of the Queen is regal and graceful, with a more mature appearance that symbolizes dignity and continuity. The inscription around her portrait reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. FD 1994. These Latin letters stand for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side of the 1994 2p coin lies one of the most iconic designs of British decimal coins, the badge of the Prince of Wales. The design shows a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below it is a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This emblem has long been associated with the heir to the British throne, a symbol steeped in centuries of royal heritage. The words, 2 pence, appear above the design, with the coin's denomination, 2, placed below. The coin itself is made of bronze, a composition used for all 2 pence coins minted between 1971 and 1992. However, from 1992 onwards, including the 1994 issue, the Royal Mint began producing these coins in copper-plated steel. This change was made to reduce costs, as copper prices had risen significantly. While both versions look nearly identical, the post-1992 steel coins are slightly magnetic, a subtle difference that collectors often test with a small magnet. In terms of specifications, the 1994 2p coin has a diameter of 25.9 mm and weighs 7.12 grams. It was struck at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, which has been the home of British coin production since the late 1960s. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, some are treasured by collectors for their condition or minting variations. Proof and uncirculated sets from the year 1994 are often sought after by numismatists, collectors of coins, who value their pristine finish and historical relevance. Though not considered rare, the 1994 2p coin represents an important period in Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. It captures the era between the late 1980s and mid-1990s, a time of modernization and quiet transition in Britain's coinage. The Maklauf portrait itself would soon be replaced in 1998 by a newer, more contemporary design by Ian Rank Broadley, marking the end of an artistic chapter in British minting.